So okay, in this lane, like I'm under the impression like you're gonna play for push early. Why did you not play for push early?
Because I don't think I can actually push against you. Irelia actually
You
pushes.
don't think so?
Yeah, Irelia actually pushes.
I
My level 1 is
okay,
so
so
piss bad.
no. If you stand behind my wave, I can't do anything. My champion's so terrible. You have bone plating. You take out my E. I can't play it. Like
Wait,
I
okay,
burn
so you want me
18
level
seconds
1 to
time.
stand behind your wave?
Yes. I want you to start D-blade, or yeah, I want you to take D-blade and
Okay,
stand behind my
but
wave.
then you're gonna wait for my minions to get low, not do anything, and then Q past them. And then you're gonna get
I'm
3
not gonna keep
stacks
past
and
them.
auto the wave.
I'm gonna get 3 stocks, and you're gonna keep fighting me while I'm hitting the wave, and I'm not gonna win because you have Conquer and a D-blade, and I have Carpeting Pot.
Aatrox level 1 is pretty piss
Yeah, no,
bad.
I'm telling you, you're gonna win this matchup if you give D-blade like early on. You're gonna get push. You can crash third or fourth. Like third is
I
way
wonder where
better
my jungler
because
starts. Does my bot lane actually leash? I don't know if my jungle paths toward me. Maybe he actually does. It kind of looks like my bot lane leash, by the way. Kind of weird.
like I'm super confused why you're giving me push here, so I'm starting E.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have like never pushed for Irelia, by the way.
Okay.
Like I don't know
It's fine.
if it's possible. I'll try to do it.
If you're
And
done,
we
we
can
can play the
1v1 later.
1v1 after.
Yeah, let's try
Yeah.
to do the 1v1 where I actually do that.
Okay.
Because
Sure.
if I can just crash third wave onto Irelia, the matchup gets a lot easier. Because
It
I
feels really.
cannot play.
If you catch third wave, you can zone me from EXP. I'll be level 2. You'll be level 3, and you can dive me with like any level 3 jungle like Volibear set, etc. Like Lee Sin. You can
Has
always dive
someone
me.
done this against you, or only like in scrims? Has anyone
Um,
done this against you?
I did when we won the fake out a lot, like this matchup, but also like in solo queue as well. Like when we did our like in-house scrims when I was on 100 next, right?
Oh, it does path into you. Yeah,
I mean, I don't
I
end
don't
up
think we
dying
kill
here, I'm
you.
pretty
Yeah, I
sure,
don't think
because
we can kill
but
you.
it's like
I mean, it feels bad, but I don't think there's any way we can kill you.
yeah.
Yeah, it just crashes after this.
Pretty sure I should just base here after getting Swiven.
I think you base, yeah.
Or I base, or I move to jungle if Lee Sin needs like actual help. Looks like he's getting a bit shit on.
Oh, that's cool. I think I'm trading with you because I see jungle. Like, otherwise I wouldn't trade with you at all because it draws minion aggro and it does a shitload of damage. But I think I see the fight and I'm trying to trade with you.
Wait, so if you know I want to base here, why are you trading with me?
Oh no, because
Why do you trade with
I
me?
see the fight in the jungle happening, so I'm trading with you
Yeah,
so you can't move.
but still, why is it good if I'm still gonna base?
Oh no, because you could move to jungle right now. If you just leave the wave, yeah, you might leave. You might go to jungle. So I'm gonna fight you right now, like right now, because I need you to not leave at this moment. But like now it's fine. Now I'll walk away. Now that you've like W and everything, I'm gonna get out of there. But no, I'm totally fucked. I think most of the early game stuff here is pretty normal. Like I just don't die and you go up CS. Oh my god, I missed W on aatrox. My life is over. This character sucks.
That's literally the entire fucking champion. Like your W
If I
early.
hit you with
It's
W,
literally
I
your
win.
champion.
If I miss it, I fucking lose.
I mean, this wave stage shouldn't be this bad. Like, I should have way more minions right now, or you should have way more minions. I shouldn't have killed any of them.
Oh yeah,
Or
you push into me, I got really happy.
oh yeah,
I don't
you're
know
fucking
why, I'm
ecstatic
not
right
just
now.
froze forever. Kinda
You're
weird.
fucking ecstatic right now.
Kinda happy, thought you were gonna cue me. It's getting really, really excited here. Okay. I think I also buy. Do I buy executioners too? I think we both buy executioners. Yeah.
If you can't buy Bramble, you always buy Xyz in this lane, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna buy Bramble Vest on aatrox. Okay.
It's not bad. It's not
I'm
bad
the Trinity Force aatrox. You think I'm ever gonna buy a defensive item on this champion?
Bramble is fucking OP, man. You cannot deny that.
Yeah, whatever. Fine, Triforce on aatrox, guys. BRB. Have you seen anybody else do it? Have you done it?
I've done it. It feels so fucking good.
Yeah, it's way better.
It feels so good. Because you're weaving autos during cooldowns as well.
Yeah, you can play different.
Yeah. You literally just feel like a fucking better champion. It's like you take like 10 years, 20 years like off your life, or like back to your life. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. It just feels really good.
Oh, like you mean like his muscles feel like looser.
Yes. He feels like 20 years
yes,
younger.
yes. The champion feels looser. Yeah.
Yes. He's 20 years younger for sure.
Okay. So do you know why the wave ends up pushing into me?
So I'm using cooldowns on the wave for no reason.
Yeah, it's because you're killing all
So
these creeps and the cannon is too tanky.
So are you scared of like, okay, so my thought process during this is like, if I don't perma have stacks, I can't trade with you and you're gonna all in me. And you'll just 100-0 me.
No, because it's pretty easy for you to get stacks. It depends on your access to stacks.
Okay. Yeah, like so if I thin the wave a bit, like, and my minions are targeting them, like I should just be queuing them and
yeah,
not
so
like...
so you don't have to like constantly drain your mana when you're playing the lane. If you can have it, so like if you have a freeze, for example, if you have a freeze where the lane is set up like this,
Yeah, go
you
back
can
here.
set up casters. So
This is a freeze here, but
yeah.
I trolled it.
So why don't you just like auto the casters, so that they're lower, so that you can actually just use them for stacks, and then just don't have stacks.
Okay, yeah. So if I have the backline low here, it's really good actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean this is what old Irelia did anyway.
minions.
Was they just set up a bunch of backline minions to be dead, and then I would just queue for HP and then try to EU.
So what's your thought process here? Like, if like say, okay, so can we go back again?
Mm-hmm.
If your wave is way bigger and I have access to backline minions, like I think this is a good example too, actually. Like right here, like right now, I'm afraid of you if I don't have stacks. Like I'm really scared.
Oh yeah, because at this moment I'm way stronger than you, so I'm gonna walk forward. Yeah.
As soon as the wave gets like closer to my tower, I can hold it. Yeah, I can hold this.
So like right now, I know you're gonna hit 6. I run away.
Oh yeah, you're scared. I shouldn't be hitting the wave. I shouldn't be hitting the wave.
Yeah, I just leave. I can't crash. I realized after my third queue, like, oh, I just can't actually crash. But like, I got 3 of the creeps, so bye.
Oh wow, okay. Happy little aatrox. Okay.
Yes, but no, I don't think I can do anything. I will just go down 50 CS if I have to.
Okay, so
I'm just not gonna die to you.
Yeah, if I have access to stacks, it's definitely okay. Yeah.
But I don't think I can actually win. You have 3 potions, you have 2 biscuits. Your champion does so much shit that mine can't do. If I miss Q, I just lose, and you can just point and click your way to win. Like I don't even know if you really have to hit E to kill me. Like if you land R on me, I think I'm just dead. If you have stacks and you land R on me, pretty sure I just die. So I think like I might take a bad trade here. Oh no, you should run at me. See, I'm level 7. Happy.
This VOD was from when I was not even in an academy team yet, by the way.
Oh right. Yeah. So when you got announced when you got announced on Twitter, you got like 4 times better. It's so crazy. Yeah. That's awesome.
Ole.
Yeah, so you can see I'm like down 30 CS, but I'm like even in XP. So you actually haven't designed me like any XP at all.
Yeah, you're actually pretty happy. Yeah. You should be way more fucked, I think.
Because I don't really care about my items. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is that?
How does this W hit me, by the way? I actually lost my mind.
I'm that good. I'm that good.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm just that good. I don't know. I'm just that good, okay? Yeah, I'm that good at aatrox. Maybe play like 100 more aatrox games and you'll play that good. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
I'm just the best aatrox, okay? I don't know, if I can push irelia 3rd wave with Doran's Blade, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, am I staying? Oh, so they want this turret plate, I think.
I mean, you still have R and I don't have R? Lee Sin's invading?
Yeah, I have pots. I have biscuits pots.
You should slow push crash next wave though, for sure.
Oh, for sure. You should be Dovin. We see jungle mid.
Dovin.
Is that not a word? What?
I don't know. I don't know how to say it, man. I don't know.
Dived? Like I shouldn't ult you here. I mean,
what a broken
flashing.
Yeah.
You definitely need a flash, but
am I actually dead? I don't want the wave to crash. Your champ's broken. The fuck? Okay. Okay, I'm fucked. How did you die? Does my... How do you die?
Ezreal.
My mid laner, I guess. Is that my mid laner? Yes, this is my mid laner.
That's your mid laner.
Yes, my team comes to save me, of course. My beautiful team. Okay. I don't know how this happens. What the fuck? Oh, I have to crash or I'm gonna lose my mind. Right. I remember.
Oh, if I just shouldn't use E here. Like, you have to be scared if I
Yes,
have
yes,
to.
yes,
I
yes.
don't know.
Yeah. If you just keep autoing me, I have to like hold everything and just try to auto you, but I can never like
A-
actually all in you.
And plus, with these items, I can one-shot backline.
But like,
Oh, I
what the
can't.
fuck? My champ is so bad though. See, you miss all your spells. It doesn't matter.
No,
Cool
that's just
champ.
so unfair. Yeah. It's a bit too unfair.
Okay. So you're at level 9, but like you need to check when I hit level 9. Because I think I'm like still I'm level 9. I'm still like close to an EXP. We're basically the same EXP. You know, like this is crazy. You're 40 CS up, but we're even XP.
Oh, jungle's a weak role.
Whatever, jungle is ruined, I guess.
Next
Literally
season is
comes top,
yours.
takes whatever they want. Okay, but this is not the important stuff in this game. Laning actually doesn't go so horribly. Like you just don't. I think you just don't deny me as much as you should. But other than that, it goes like pretty
I mean,
normal. To...
I'm still up like 50 CS, but it doesn't matter. It could be so much better.
Yeah, well, XP is like way more important here, because
Yeah,
I'm gonna be able to do so
you're
much
still in the
against
game.
your
Yeah.
opponents, against your teammates. I mean, against your teammates, I'm able to do so much even though I only have 80 CS. Because like if you
Because
look at your teammates' CS, like your teammates don't have way more CS than me. Like they have like maybe like 30 more CS on like Kaisa and Cassio. But when I hit Triforce, I can still totally play the game.
yeah, you're still gonna be impactful for sure.
Oh yeah, I have my irelia technology here.
Oh,
You
I know your jungle's topside. I want this wave. I'm dying
right.
for this wave. I don't care.
My Kha'Zix doesn't know. You just have to. If we just stand here and do nothing, you have to run at
You're
us.
winning.
But
Yeah.
then you'll run out of stacks and we'll win. But my Kha'Zix just needs to die here. So I think we can't even kill you.
Oh, I felt like not trying to win.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this goes really bad. Okay. That's what happened in this game. Right. Okay. But I think
Yo,
like
it happens.
again, we're just basically like even, but you have higher CS. I mean, now it's only like 40 CS.
Yeah. So you were talking about
34.
you were talking to me like the other week like about like how the EXP will like continue into the game. Can you like
Yeah,
go into
yeah, yeah.
more detail about it? Like I have a like good understanding of what you're saying is like, but okay. Can you just explain it again? Like why
Well,
EXP matters so much? By the way.
like matters how. I mean, it's like gold. You treat it like gold. So if I can deny you like 5 minions of EXP and then I don't lose those, I will forever be 5 minions up on you. Like
No,
as the
like
game goes on. If
so
we
so
go even.
you explained to me like how it scales into the late game and like why it's so important. Um, like so okay, so if you're down 2 levels at this timing, right? You're still gonna be like down 2 levels 30 or like 15 minutes from now, no?
Well, okay. So if let's treat it like let's think of it as similar to gold. Let's say I can get the lane in a place, or like let's say you could have gotten 2 levels on me this game. Let's say I'm level 9 right now and you're level 11. The way that you got that 2 level lead does not change because we're 20 minutes into the game. So you can still freeze on me until like something bigger is on the map. So you're still going to be able to deny me EXP the same way you did in lane, like 20 minutes into the game. But like the reason why you aren't able to do it is because you didn't actually ever do it. So I'm sitting around here level 11 having a team fight when I should be like a million CS down and 2 levels down, but instead on the same level as you somehow. You know, like I don't know what I
Yeah,
did to Cassio.
yeah.
I think I flashed over the wall or something. But like the conditions are the same. Like Irelia doesn't stop beating aatrox because he gets his Trinity Force. Like Irelia beats aatrox because the champion just like has so much more consistent damage, like easier access to healing, but like better mobility, and aatrox is skill shot reliant. Like these things don't change because Irelia finishes an item or because aatrox finishes an item. It only really gets worse for aatrox as the game goes on. So this like the same way that you're able to push a lane on me and then pull it back and freeze, like at 5 minutes into the game, you're able to do it 20 minutes into the game. I can't do anything about it. Like I just have to go team fight. So you want to put me in a situation where my only option is to go team fight, play perfectly, and then like pentakill your team with like all my skill shots landing
Oh,
perfectly.
okay, yeah. So
And
so
I'm
if
against
you're team
Cassio
fighting
and Kaisa. Yeah.
if you're team fighting down like 3 levels, like it's so much harder.
Yeah, I
There's
have
no
to play
extent.
so
Okay,
well, and I'm
yeah.
against Cassio Kaisa, and like that would be my only option. That's the only thing I can do is go team fight because you would be freezing on me. But
Yeah,
instead, I'm
you
level
can't lane.
11, and then when I do it, I win.
Okay, yeah. So like you wouldn't be able to lane, and then like if you need gold or XP, you have to take your jungle's camps, and you're just taking away from your jungle, which is
Yeah,
bad.
I have no like reliable way of making gold.
Okay,
But you gave
yeah.
that to me because you didn't deny me the XP that like was so easy to deny me early on.
Jungle diff here.
Yeah. What the fuck? See, it's 17 minutes. I haven't finished an item, but it looks like I'm higher higher
Yeah,
level. How?
Yeah.
You know, it's not real. It should not be higher level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, like, literally, if I'm Irelia, like, I can keep extending my level lead because I'm zoning you off EXP. Also, like, if I pink, like, say both towers are up, right? Both tier 1 towers. If I pink, like, a line bush or a tri bush or whatever, I could just do, like, a camp. I could do Krugs or something if my
Yeah,
jungle is
that's
never
the
going to
only
access
vision
it.
you need.
Yeah.
The only vision you need is that one entrance. Yeah.
Because you can't walk into the pink ward. You don't know where I am. I could be anywhere.
Yes, and you can always kill me,
Yeah.
especially if you're higher level
Don't
than me.
show. Yeah. If I'm not showing, yeah. Okay, yeah.
The level also like so we think about levels in base stats, and that's how we like bring it to gold. But it's also levels in your abilities. So like if I'm level 9 and you're level 11, you have an extra point in your ultimate. This affects your cooldown, so you're able to fight me way more often. Obviously, you get more base damage in your ultimate. For some ultimates, they just get like way better. I think like GP's ultimate gets so fucking crazy at level 11. Well, let me check. Like some level 11s are so huge that like the difference between someone being level 10 and level 11 is like the whole fucking game. Like Kale's level 11 is a good example, but
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a great example actually.
where it's like the gold is so crazy for Kale, where if she's actually winning lane, she just becomes so insane. If you're level 10 and Kale's level 11, like it's I don't even know how you would like quantify it, but it's like thousands of gold.
Yeah, Orn as well. Like he needs levels to play the game.
Oh yeah, you're
That
pinging me.
champion only
You're
scales
pinging
up.
like how the fuck am I level 13 right now?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, so like how the fuck did it happen? Yeah, it's illegal. But this is all just because of laning, that I was able to soak EXP, even though I wasn't able to get minions.
Dude, I remember VOD reviewing this game like a month and a half ago and saying, "Oh wow, like I didn't do that much wrong. It's just jungle diff or something."
Yeah, I'm just magically 2 levels ahead because the jug controls my life.
Oh wow,
The
my bot lane's
fucking
just
jug.
trolling this game for sure. But yeah, like I did not deny you any XP
And see,
really.
I'm freezing on you right now because I'm actually still afraid of you. You can still kill me. So I'm hugging my minion wave, pushing it as slow as possible, building up the huge minion wave, and then I'm gonna crash on this wave probably. Probably just crash on this wave.
So yeah, also can we talk about that as well? So
Yeah.
you slow push this wave, right?
Yeah.
A lot of pros in solo queue and competitive as well, they won't slow push this wave. Like it just provides so much safety though. Like slow pushing a
Yeah.
wave,
Because
it's just so
they're
massive.
not thinking ahead at all. They're thinking only in the second that they exist in.
Because yeah, I learned that like concept from you. Like if you slow push the wave, like at this point of the game, it's actually really fucking good because you're provided with like a layer of safety, right?
Yeah,
Like
so like
I've
you're gonna
actually
kill this
been
wave. Do you want the next wave? Time to walk here.
Yeah, I've been prevented so many deaths like that, but it's also like I can see why it's a turnoff in something like solo queue because if you're still pushing a wave, you're not mid lane, and we have to fight 24/7, right? In solo queue.
Yes. So I mean, I'll slow push a wave and spam backping my team and tell them not to fight. And then the moment I crash the wave, like okay, I'll go fight now. But I'm not gonna just randomly push a wave, let it sit in front of their tier 2 turret, let the crazy top laner sit here for 5 minutes freezing it so that I can have a funny fight mid. Like no thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash it so that even if we lose the fight mid, at least we have a wave pushing towards us now. But like I noticed that when I freeze on people a lot, they start freezing on me. Like it infects people.
You know, I've noticed that a lot too. Like in my games as well. Like I'll be versus like a pro player. I'll freeze on them, and then they're like, "Oh shit! Wow, I have to do this too."
Yes, because if I just push
It's
the
so
lane back,
funny
you'll
actually.
freeze on me again. So now when
It's so
you
infectious.
freeze and then you
Literally.
unfreeze, I have to freeze. Because if I push
But
another wave into you, I will never get it back.
honestly, like I think it's a really good way of like like kind of like infecting people with like the idea, right? Because it feels so shitty and you don't want to feel that feeling anymore. So you're gonna do
Oh
it. You're
yeah,
gonna
why
try
does it feel so shitty? It's because you're
yeah.
actually losing. Because there's actually nothing to do.
Because once you notice you're like fucking the enemy laners like even or up CS, like oh fucking wow, I lost the game.
Right, but I was
It's
supposed to be so far ahead. I won laning,
yeah.
but like why am I behind?
It happens a lot of times on GP. If you're like really weak side GP, they take both of your towers depending on like the laners, and like you're just freezing on them at like your tier 3, like your inhib tower, right? And they can't fucking do anything. They're just grouping as like
Yeah,
fucking
and then those team fight or whatever.
renekton.
But if they don't win the
Yeah,
game, now if they don't win the game in a couple team fights, like it's over. I'm just gonna be ahead of you.
it's over. Yeah. Especially if you the GP side team like stacks early drakes, like it's good.
And again, like I'm not just doing this when I'm behind. I do this when I'm ahead.
Ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I freeze when I'm ahead. I slow push when I'm ahead because I don't want to lose my lead. I'm trying to get more ahead. I don't know how this happens. You fight me. We actually lost this game, but I don't know. I think I think my Tarek had a snap in his brain and he had to fight. He had to fight mid. Something just he heard a loud noise and got scared and had to fight immediately.
Yeah, he might have done a couple mouth breather full combos that game. That's all good.
Yeah, you guys do try to FF the entire game. This is what I was thinking.
Oh no. I get sniped by Ezreal and I insta type FF.
All right, I think this is where you guys win. Yeah. Here it is. What's my Tarek doing?
At least
guys, walk away. You should see my screen. I'm spam back pinging them. Oh, it's time to go in, guys. Let's E in. Let's. Look how angry I am. You can see how mad I am. I have to flash to save him. I hate that I had the flash. I want to leave. Fuck. Time to lose the game. Okay.
And then you can even see me typing, let's push him out topside, because I was so mad that you're freezing. I typed in chat that we have to push you out.
So, like, the things that I try to do in like solo queue against people, like, I don't think they're actually like lower pressure at all. I think it's way higher pressure to play against somebody who constantly freezes every wave. Like, what are you guys gonna do right now when I'm freezing top? There's no dragon. I mean, are you gonna invade bot side? Really? You're just gonna invade bot side?
Yo, I mean, but you're losing Scuttle Crab, dude. Seriously, FF.
Okay, so you guys are missing several waves.
Yeah. No, it's really good. Like in solo queue, it's really hard. If no one like wants to comply with like a freeze in top lane, but it's also like you have to recognize like what you're against. Like you don't always freeze, no? Like
no, that's crazy. I don't always freeze. I see opportunities where my teammates won't do anything and there's no objectives, and I freeze when there's nothing to do. So I'm winning.
So what are the conditions for freezing? It's just no objectives and.
So I freeze when I want to keep things as they are. So if we're winning and there's 3 minutes until a dragon, I would like to freeze. That would be ideal for me, because if I'm going to push, I have to move forward in the lane, and this is a variable. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Let's say I don't have full vision on the enemy team. There could be maybe 3 people waiting bot lane for me, and if I want to crash a wave on your tier 2 turret, I have to walk up pretty far in the lane to ever crash when the timing between waves that I would have to reach requires me to at least be past river. Like, I'm not going to push any wave at my Gromp that's going to crash on your tier 2. I have to kill multiple waves. So, first of all, if I'm gonna push in the first place, I'm gonna slow push it so that I get the right wave timing. So if I kill a wave here really fast, it can crash on your turret. So I don't want to crash a wave right here on your turret because I just mindlessly pushed the one over here. I'm gonna wait for this wave to join with the second wave and then push both of them in the turret so that I never have to walk up past this line, because I'm not just gonna let you kill me. But tons of people walk up to this part of the lane here when they have no vision, try to push this wave because they feel like they have to crash it, and then they just die. So you just work backwards from this point. You're like, oh shit, I walked up here to crash this wave, and I died, and it was totally dumb. So like, how do I fix this? So back here when I was pushing, what if I just didn't push? What if I just didn't touch the minion wave, and then I waited for the next 30 seconds so that the wave came in, and then I crashed them both in, so that I had like the biggest time frame, and then I also had like a bigger DPS on my minion wave, and that I had a better position like on the wave where I was a little bit closer to the turret, but not so close that like I'm totally fucked if like anybody exists on the bot side of the map. But it's just about like giving safety for yourself, like reducing variables, and like creating gold advantages through that, so that like it's even safer for you. Because like an easy game of League of Legends is when the aatrox is always 2 levels up on the irelia. That sounds really easy for me to play. Like, it sounds really hard to play if I'm constantly pushing waves to fight, and now I'm even or behind on the irelia. Maybe it's like boring how I got there, but like what the fuck? I mean, a lot of people probably want this result.
Yeah, winning is fun. I mean, like,
yeah, a lot of people probably really like this result. That like aatrox can be up XP on Irelia, even though he's like way down CS. Like how'd that happen?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you have to like. It's more important that you have that sort of mindset than like you have this idea. This is also why it doesn't. I don't think it really matters that I make like public content, like coaching high MMR players, like for other coaches. Because even if they like say the same things I'm saying, I don't think that's really like good enough. Because if you don't really understand like why I'm saying the things I'm saying or how they work, you're not going to be able to say it in a different context. So now if the game changes, or if minions change, or if matchups change, like what are you going to do to actually like be able to keep up? Because the way that these conclusions are like arrived at is because of like a way of thinking, like a formula of thinking.
Okay, like here I'll give one argument that was given to me. I was trying to like use this concept in. Okay, hold on, I can't say that. Okay, so wait, let me reword it so I'm not flaming anybody.
Okay. Okay, nice.
Okay.
I can't watch. Bring it back. Fucking Tarek.
Okay, relax. It's okay. It's 2 months ago. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It shouldn't be a nightmare anymore. It's all good.
I think about it every day. It's fucking
Okay,
awful.
so
Yes.
a lot of people would like say something like you could play for like a tier 1 tower. Like you can break your freeze, like not you just crash like one wave, and then like say if you're freezing top, right? You're versus like Wukong. You're like
Yeah.
Irelia versus Wukong. You're somehow freezing and you're up like 2 levels. What if the Wukong just like, groups with the team as 5 and you're their bot lane, like the Wukong's team is way stronger, and they just dive your side lane or tier 1 tower, and then like you feel pressure to not freeze anymore because your team's losing. Like
So
and
there's different things to think about here. Can the Wukong actually dive, or is my team
okay,
making a
so
mistake?
okay, they're gonna be probably trolling because he's down 2 levels and he's grouping like I don't know. They could just be wave clearing, no? Like
Yeah. So if it's reasonable that my teammates can just stand opposite side of Wukong and just farm, like why do I ever need to be there? And I'm not going to not show up just because I have a freeze. If Wukong wants to dive in and I have teleport, hell yeah, I'm going there immediately because the game's over. Like they've just ruined it.
okay,
Like
so
this
say
is what the freeze.
okay, in a team scenario, you would like freezing would probably be correct in a scenario like that, right? But if your team's dying, that's something you could just
So
bring up in like review, I guess.
the
Like
point of freezing is to make Wukong do that.
yeah, and
I'm
if your team is
forcing the
giving
Wukong
them
to
as well,
dive.
yeah.
So I can tell my team if he has to dive, it's his only option. Just play against that option.
Okay, yeah.
Like
And if
isn't
that's the option, you can bring it up in for review. Okay, yeah.
I mean then it's the only thing we're talking about. How the fuck did you guys die to this 2 level down Wukong? Like
Oh,
what the
level
fuck?
6 Wukong.
I said this for 30 seconds that is his only option. And what, you're standing center, you're standing left side? Like what the fuck? Just stand right. He can't do anything. Like,
Okay, yeah.
like there'll be some spots where he can actually dive, and if he can actually dive, then things have to be different. You have to make the freeze so that you can actually leave. Like there can be a freeze where I can have the wave pushing towards me, and then I go mid team fight and come back to the freeze. I do this on Pantheon, which is it makes it pretty easy to do it on Pantheon, where I'll team fight as Pantheon and then ult back to the wave that I had set up, so I can either keep freezing it or crash it. But yeah, if I don't use my ult to get to the team fight, I'll use my ult to get back to the wave so I can crash it on you and they get a faster recall. But yeah, these things, like, because this is swinging like hundreds of gold, like every 30 seconds that it comes up. But yeah, it doesn't mean like you can't freeze because they might do something like this. It's the only thing they can do. So like, are the 4 players on my team competent enough to play against a single option? Like, don't you play against multiple jungler options? Like every 30 seconds, don't you play against multiple jungler options? Isn't this how you think about laning? Like the jungler could be doing this, and like this is high value for him, but like he could also be doing this like this coin flip, right? But my Kha'Zix could just be standing in the lane right now, you know? So like. I think a lot of people like actually consider this stuff when it comes to like junglers and like potential events that happen in lane. But like it seems so much easier. Like if I'm freezing on somebody, of course they're gonna roam or lose.
Yeah, the roam needs to be successful or the game is just over, no? Like
Yeah, and I mean now think of it like you're now imagine you're the opponents, and now you have this 2 level down Wukong, okay, who's saying, "Don't worry, guys, I can roam." And you're like, well, I hope we get a pentakill with our 2-level down Wukong. And like, well, how do you feel? Like, the idea is that when you're playing as the team comp that scales and the team comp that like has access to like push and eventually a freeze, you want to make the game feel really calm. You should feel like you're always in control of the game. You shouldn't ever feel like this anxiety, like we have to dive them and we have to kill them. Because obviously this is going to be like, are you just going to do it perfect every time? Are you just a fucking robot who's going to play perfect on every dive?
Yeah. It's just way easier to freeze, no?
I'll never have to dive you if I can just freeze every wave, like, and deny you all the XP and gold. I'll never have to do this crazy thing that you're like forcing yourself to do. So I'll appear to be really consistent even if I'm not, like, mechanically competent and everything, because I'm not mechanically good, at least to what I know is possible. But I can do lots of things pretty consistently against like the level of players that I'm currently playing against. Can lane really consistently against them. In a lot of spots I can team fight really consistently, but it's not because I'm like fucking faker. I just have an idea about what's going on and what I want to do, so that the game doesn't feel so confusing. Like I never know what to do. Because the game used to feel like that. The game used to feel like in every few minutes there was like something I just didn't understand. I didn't know what to do, and I would just sort of like wander through it without really like understanding or having like a goal or like a purpose in mind. And that's really uncomfortable for a lot of players. That's really uncomfortable when they actually just don't know what to do. I think that's what a lot of people express like when they play against freezing, is like, I don't even know what to do, and it makes them feel uncomfortable. Like, what can I actually do against that?
Well, one other argument that was brought up was like, it's like you can literally problem solve it yourself, but it's like, if you're a champion that doesn't outscale, like say you're okay, so Pantheon, right? That champion is literally dog shit. Like once it hits 15 minutes, 20 minutes, right?
Yep.
If you're freezing versus like a Camille, they said people think it's bad freezing versus a Camille. Like, but it doesn't make sense. If you're denying that Camille that scaling, like, isn't it really good? Like, I don't
Okay,
understand,
so
man.
does Camille scale because the game timer gets bigger, or because she gets items?
It's because she gets items EXP. Yeah, okay. So I guess maybe a different
Oh
argument could be
fuck.
made for like a Kale or Ornn. If like they are able to get XP, but I'm pretty sure that'd be
But
on
why
the
are they able to get
person freezing.
EXP?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like, if I've frozen you in time and now I'm 2 levels up on Pantheon, I'm not losing because you finished Triforce. Like, by the time you finished Triforce at this point, if we like consider that I'm actually freezing, you can't get EXP. I have 3 items. Like, I have 2.5 items. I'm way fucking stronger than you. So it has to be relative. Like, we can't talk about these things like it's 20 minutes and the game is still happening, so we lose. Like, does Camille have 2 items? Does Pantheon have 2 items? Okay, now we lose. But I mean, these things are relative. It feels like it's not even like taking into account like what's actually going on in the game.
Yeah, so someone told me that recently, when like I don't know, can't you literally just like
what's the alternative? What's the alternative? What do you want me to do instead?
Oh, you just dive their bot lane and get a lead for your bot lane.
Oh, coin flip the game and play it perfectly? Okay. Okay. I mean, not how I like to play, but that's just my opinion.
Regions like China definitely like to play like that, like the highly mechanical, intensive, whatever regions. Definitely do prefer to play like that. But yeah, it's definitely like, why take the risk? Yeah.
If those players are good enough to play like that and find success, that's great. Do you guys want to do that too? Because I think that's really fucking hard, guys. I think there's an easier way to play that doesn't require you to be that good. I think you can beat that way of playing with being worse than them. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, no, it is. Oh, so did you want to go over another VOD after this? Or
yeah, or do you want to just queue up? You want to just play?
No, I don't want to play. I've been up for a very long time.
Okay. If you have another VOD, you can send it.
Yeah.
I have the Huni one.
Versus Huni, I think.
Okay.
Versus Huni Deer. Huh, okay. Wait, hold on. I have to go watch him. Can we just wait like 1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Whenever people have these like freezing talks with me, they never want to talk about specifics. When like every single time I've brought up specifics with people talking about freezing, nothing but agreement. But it's so easy to like muddy the waters when you're talking about something in very vague terms. Selfie, I say this all the time. Selfie. You can't freeze because they just do Baron. So whenever I freeze in solo queue, I'm like, shit, guys, they can just do Baron. Fuck. It's like 15 minutes. I'm freezing. I'm like, fuck, they can do Baron. Ah, shit.
Okay, I'm back.